They've been alive for more than 10 centuries, born in 984 in a region devastated by a terrible epidemic, the so-called Mal des Ardents. An entire fire consumed the body till death occurred. Muscles were putrefied, legs and arms disintegrated. Those who survived were crippled forever. Whether humble or powerful, people in distress called for the saints and their carefully preserved relics. In Limoges and its area, processions were organized, prayers said to Saint Martial and Saint Junien. Relics were shown to the people, ostendere. Ostendere was heard. In Latin it means to show. The ostensions were created. For centuries they have been performed every 7th year and today still in 18 different places in Limousin. Every 7th year, imposing historical recreations. Here more than 100,000 spectators for a pageant with 1,500 participants in costume. There, a scene of military history full of soldiers, grenadiers, men in arms, musketeers, brought together to celebrate the Limousin septennial ostensions. Many European countries come to these ostensions. Italy, as well as Netherlands, also venerate Saint Leonard, protector of prisoners. Spain is linked with Saint Martial's cult as well as its sister confraternity in Limoges.
Nos conocemos creo que desde el 2002 vinimos. Del 2002 vinimos. Del 2002. En el 2001 ya empezamos a entablar relaciones por carta, teléfonos y tal. Y la primera visita que hicimos fue en el 2002.
Hungary, who brought Carmelitan sisters' relics, show their interest in ostensions.
Általában kisebb körmenetek szoktak lenni, Csongrádon is van, ahonnan jöttem. Örülök, hogy itt lehettem, és örülök, hogy ilyen szép szokások vannak, ami nem csak az egyház, hanem a világ felé is kinyitja a templomot.
A tradition handed down from generation to generations, beyond people's beliefs, political or religious. Let's say it, Limousin septennial stations, everyone stand for them.
C'est un événement de notre patrimoine auquel tout le monde est attaché. Bon, la communauté catholique en particulier, mais je crois que sans différence, tout le monde veut participer aux ostensions.
Ça a toujours été comme ça. On voudrait supprimer les ostensions, ça ferait une révolution dans le pays. Hein.
Justement, je viens pas pour le décor, pas spécialement pour des convictions, mais pour les décors, la beauté.
Vous n'êtes pas pratiquante en fait.
Non.
Le respect de ce droit à la différence est important et on le vit encore aujourd'hui. Aujourd'hui, c'est vraiment une fête de toute la population et tous les bénévoles de droite, de gauche se sont mis tous ensemble pour réussir cette fête.
And this is the secret. Thousands of volunteers, believers or not, take part in the preparation. Thousands of costumes are made, paid for by participants within the 18 months before the feast. This maintains the tradition in regional traditional dress. Numerous accessories such as crowns are realized, based on sketches, drawings, prints, photos, and take their part in keeping a cultural heritage. In Saint-Julien, an entire forest is created within the city. All these collective works keep people together until the great excitement of the feast, shared by all.
Et à la République!
Away from urban concentrations, some ostensions in rural surroundings show more meditations and favor, opportunity for masses in the open, and processions in real nature. One of the guests, the Charitables of Béthune Brewery, a confraternity member of the European Association Euro-Eloi, celebrating the cult of Saint-Eloi. In Limousin, 13-centuries-old confraternities look after reliquaries and are mainly responsible for the upkeeping of ostensions with 9 committees. Of the greatest value, listed by the French Cultural Office on the Historical Heritage Inventory, all these objects are protected by the confraternities, shown to the public and kept living thanks to ostensions. In Limoges, for instance, at each septennial ostensions, embroidered with papal coat of arms, the skull cap is changed as well as the cotton which protects the relic. The legal recognition is signed by the religious authorities, concerned confraternities, the municipality, and carries even the signature of a representative of the state, the préfet de région, in full dress uniform. Ostensions also helps to preserve an important folk musical corpus of songs. Moreover, the richness of the iconographic fund of ostensions, notably their history throughout the 20th century, is an heritage in itself. Let us add that, in spite of or because of their really peculiar ancient aspect, these ostensions often bring on numerous publications of researchers and historians. A project for this next year, an inventory of flags and banners, for instance. Also, an inventory of rituals and minor objects used in celebrations. Favor, history and tradition, the Limousin centennial ostensions are indeed a living and tangible heritage for humanity, today and tomorrow.